Hello everyone, this is Heroes Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Black Myth Wukong Let's Play. And we are on the shorelines next to the Bitter Sea. And we have the turtle deity right here staring down at us. And we have Zodiac accompanying us for this trip where there is fire. There might be items. Oh, there's a little village over there, and I see a temple. But we also notice the body, the skeleton remains of the snake deity. So let's go check that out first, because I think the turtle's waiting to find out, or at least he's saddened by what happened to his partner. There's excitement up ahead. Ooh, we got the upgraded version. There's something waiting there. Looks like it has wings. No boss fights, but lots of elite fight waiting for us. This one might just be a minion because there's another one farther down. Ooh, it's a bat. Once again, no codex. So I think the theory is they probably have a elite version and they will go into the elite category. So beating like the weaker minion version doesn't give us anything. Which is the case with the monster with the 2 tentacles, which we still do not have a codex for. Alright, we gotta see if I can take these out without waking the bat, because I want to get a good charge attack on the bat. There's one more with a weapon on this side. Don't wake him. Oh, never mind. Ooh, I like how our clone has electricity on it. This armor set is nice. Ooh, wait. Is that something we did? No, he's immune from damage. Okay, that makes sense. Looks like Zodiac got this. Ooh. Slices with the wind. Zodiac's gonna kill it. Frost attribute on the wind. Just some regular herbal pears. Just like how big the turtle is, this snake was massive when it was alive. Ooh, new weapon type. And a new codex for him. Tilusung? Oh, that's an incense. Okay, I thought it was a Morningstar weapon, but that's an incense pot. Many years ago, there was a merchant band who was trying to pass through this area on its path to going somewhere to do business. The merchant was bypassing the official road by taking this mountain path. And the reason for this perhaps is because he didn't have enough money left. Maybe he didn't have enough food left. He wanted to take a quicker path through this mountain. After entering the mountain, he got lost. And the snow blocked many paths. And the frost was making things difficult. So this merchant was cold and afraid. And when he was kind of running out of ways to go, you know, can't really go continue on to the mountain, doesn't really want to go back, he meets a Kuxing. So Kuxing are basically monks who purposely live in hardship as the suffering brings them closer to enlightenment. So they, in this case, purposely wear no clothes, pants, but no shirt. And in this cold, it's a type of suffering. And he's carrying this incense with him. And he's approaching this merchant band from a hill above, or not above, but in front of them. So the merchant comes up with the idea. He brings the good with him and chase after the monk. The monk walks, you know, at a decent pace, not fast, but because he's so weighed down by the goods that he's carrying with him, he ends up walking even slower than this monk, and he just can't catch up to him. So the two of them, he's chasing after this monk he sees in the distance, carrying this incense. He somehow has an idea. We don't know what his idea is, but he doesn't want to give up the good that he's carrying, so he's basically lugging it with him. And as they move forward to the top of the peak, there's this magnificent temple sitting here. It's going to be the Lesser Thunder Temple. And the merchant becomes delighted, as this is going to be a place where he can maybe rest up. So, and also maybe recruit a couple monks to help him carry stuff through the mountain. So he walks up to the front gate of this temple, but he becomes quite alert because there's so many monks on the path that looks like there's sculptures, and they're standing in the snow motionless. So these are the zombies we've been seeing who got frozen to death. Some of them, you know, actually to death, some that can still wake back up. The merchant becomes quite frightened and is kind of panicking. So he's searching for that monk that led him here. But suddenly he hears footsteps, and from these bodies of, you know, frozen sculptures that he sees comes many monks who's carrying this incense. So a lot more than he was following, just that one. And they surround him. Just as when he's, you know, thinking about asking for mercy, pleading for his life, he sees warm air, or actually, in this case, cold air, floating out of the incense that they're carrying, that freezes him in place until snow covers him as well. So some of the bodies he saw approaching the temple, they might not all be the disciples we read earlier, you know, who gets very little clothes, but in this case, visitors as well. And these incense do not... Ooh, this must be the snake general. Now just bones. Bajie's lamenting. He's going to offer a lot of commentary. The yellow brow is cruel indeed. You skillless mute, calling us. You know, us going there, it's like giving up our life to him. He's going to tell us more about it. Do we know about where Yellowbrow comes from? Yeah. He was a disciple of E24. He's giving the backstory to the journey to the west. Since Reddy shared the story, I'm just going to let him chat. Yeah. Wukong used to be trapped in that as well. He's curious about how the dragon became a disciple of Yellowbrow. He must have some power to brainwash people. Most powerful weapon is the sack. Yep, the 28 constellations, these two. Yep. And then Mila comes to take care of it. Yeah, I agree with this. Every time, it's like, you know, when you need them the most, then they come. Yeah, we mentioned a couple times about how the sack and his weapon, the sort of flaccid, limped wolf teeth club, is a representation of the male genitalia, and the yellow brow actually kind of represents lust in a sense in Chinese culture. And the fact that he ended up getting his 2 weapons or magical items removed by his master and then captured on the way back is a way for the author to depict eunuchs and the power of eunuchs during the Ming Dynasty, as this was a social commentary after all. Is that a bat that we've been fighting here? Nope, just pieces of the snake skeleton. Everyone that we have met so far are... What is that marker? Are people that have helped the original party during the journey to the west. And they all been captured by the sack before. But somehow, just like the Yellow Brow, they have returned here as well. And their fate this time is not so kind. Oh, that marker is dragging us into a fight. Ah, the elite version of the bat. And I think we get the codex after beating this. Wu Liang Fu. Oh, this is a pun. Bat, or be a fu. Fu. The character sounds the same as a homophone as... Ooh, that's a lot of cold air. Of good fortune. It's the same character as the word for good fortune. Wu Liang means unlimited. So, okay, I want it to land so I can freeze it in place. Hold on. Ow, ow, ow. I can't. I don't like this camera angle. There we go. Oh, he has a rock hard body state, just like how the basic ones turn to rock. Alright, I'm gonna go invisible, get a good hit. Ow. He doesn't hurt that much, but it doesn't give us a lot of openings to actually hit him. Well, Bajie is super active. Wait, what is that? Stay? Can't get the second heavy on him. Want to land that hit. Didn't want him to jump up and down, so that's why we did the invisibility, although maybe not worth it. Stay, stay, stay. Good. Wait, he flies. I can knock him down. That's right. And then damage resistance for us. I still have Guangzhi. He's not really a problem here. Ah, shouldn't have hit him there. That's a new move. Let me see if I can time this. Does he do it one more time? I thought I could maybe hit him as he dove in. I guess this is a better time to use the wind-stealing bead if we still had it. It's okay. Okay, he landed. We'll finish him off. Ow. You basically gotta dodge one of these. Or not? There we go. No, no. Fell for it again. There we go. He ran away. Okay. We got a point and we got a codex entry. I want to put the point to boost our defense a bit more. What is our current stat? 184 defense? I want to see how much it goes up by. Wow, another 15 points. There it is. Many years ago, in a, isolated hill or isolated mountain far away, there's a small temple, and it's built by the villagers that live on this mountain. But no one guards the temple, no one resides inside, but there is this strange looking black statue inside that looks kind of like a deity. But because no one attends this temple, there's cobwebs all over the statue, and it just seems very desolate. Then one day, there's a traveling, I guess, swordsman or someone who's a martial artist who's passing by this area. And because he has nowhere to stay, he spends the night in this temple. And during the middle of the night, he hears this wind blowing sound behind him. So he opens his eye, or he squints open his eyes, and sees that this deity statue that is in the center of the room has wings popped out behind it and started to fly up into the air. And on its feet are these talons that are like scythe, so very sharp talons. And he becomes quite shocked at this sight. So he dodges, he rolls around and finds his sword, and he fights with this statue, and eventually killing this beast, or whatever monster this is. The next morning, the villager come and, surrounds this temple, many of them bringing alcohol and flowers. Okay, and they're here to thank this martial artist for helping them get rid of this monster. And they say that within these mountains, there are many more temples like this with these monsters residing inside, and they hope that if they pay the traveling martial artist, can he help them take care of all these monsters? So now the martial artist sees that they brought so much gifts, flowers, and alcohol, and that they're decently wealthy. He gets a little greedy and says, yeah, I'll do it. So he asks the villagers to guide him. So they surround him, they praise him, and also rush him up the mountain until they come into, the thick, deep woods within the mountain where they have a giant temple. And the moment he walks into the great hall of this temple, he sees that unlike the desolate temple, down by the foothill that he stayed in, this one has incense burning. And it looks grand. There's like these golden statues, and there is a giant statue in the middle. Even though the creature looks similar to the one that he had just killed, this one is gilded and looks quite fierce. He gets super scared because how grand and big it looks and wants to run, but just when he wants to run, this statue, like the one before, grows wings, flies into the air, and from its air comes two cutting, edge or blades of wind, just like how we fought the monster earlier. And when the martial artist got hit with this frosty wind, he froze on the spot. And then these villagers just kind of watched as this golden-bodied gilded statue used his sharp talons and just cut into this martial artist, dragged him behind the temple, and definitely ate him. So all these villagers actually bow down and start making wishes. And the next day, everything they wished for appeared in front of their house. So these villagers are actually followers of these bats, and they're tricking like foreign travelers to go into their death. And as a reward for leading people, these statues are granting them their wishes. And that does confirm sort of my guess on when we get the codex entry for the ones with the tentacle, because there's probably an elite version of it. We can interact with this Probably something to do with the fate of this snake general that, you know, got taken out. Can it still move in this skeletal form? It's still alive? It looks pretty dead. Ah. Its partner. Crying a tear for its fallen comrade. I mean, technically it's its tail. Already being reincarnated into the cycle. No need to cry about him. It's unimaginable these two deities getting tortured to this form. His tear is very useful. That's his way of saying thanks, so go collect it. And I think we got maybe a codex for the character. Yep, Guijiang, so the turtle general. In the lesser western world where we are, at the midst of the bitter sea, the two generals, the turtle and the snake, are in their original form. The turtle is like a mountain, steady like a mountain. And it's in the middle of the sea, splashing up giant waves. The snake is like a dragon, curling around the mountain nearby. But the yellow brow showed no fear, used its dragon teeth club, or mace, that can be... It's strong despite being short and limp, and he fought these two generals. One of them sprayed water, while the other one emitted fire. So their abilities. I think the turtle's one with the water ability, and the snake's one with the fire ability. And just when it seems like they're gaining the upper hand, the yellow brow took out his sack, threw it above the bitter sea, and from the sack came a 10-tailed goldfish. So already seen this beast. It seems to be the relic. This might be the relic of smell for Wukong. And once this 10-tail touched water, it grew like crazy until it wrapped up the turtle general. When the snake wanted to help, its comrade, the yellow brow took another beast out from the sack, and this one had a gilded body and a Buddha's head, but from its feet are sharp talons. So this is the bat we just fought, and this bat came ashore to fight the snake general, and the two of them were evenly matched. As the four beasts fought each other, the yellow brow stood atop of the cliff and just watched while he chanted. And as he chanted, a frosty wind, a snowstorm, gathered, and it froze the sea. Okay, and because, reptile, cold-blooded animal, both the turtle and the snake, when they are faced with frost, they tend to go into their resting state, I guess hinting at sort of hibernation. And even though they are now deities, these natural instinct of the original beast, it's a limitation that they cannot break. So over time, even though they're not going to hibernation, they start to get weaker and weaker until finally their stamina no longer could allow them to fight, and their eyes could not even stay open. So basically they're falling asleep into hibernation. And after many rounds, eventually the turtle finally no longer able to match against the goldfish that's fighting it. So he sinks into the water, closes his eyes, and the last thing he saw was the sharp cutting air, I guess from the bat, that the snake general could no longer dodge, and it get cut into multiple pieces ashore. So I guess because he has a shell, he's able to just kind of, go to sleep in the shell and then sink into the sea. Still trapped there until, I guess, Bajie sound woke him. But unfortunately for the snake, he gets cut up and his body's now laying here. And we sort of avenged him, even though I don't think we killed the bat. It just flew away. I wonder if there's something here. Unfortunately, no. But Bajie said the tier is useful. Let's go check it out. I personally don't like fighting things that, you know, hover in the air for a long time, where you don't get a lot of openings to return damage. But to be honest, the bat didn't really hurt. Maybe it's because our defense is high and our health is high. So right under its eyes, I guess. I'll clear a couple of these. Ah, it's right here. We can use it to soak into our alcohol. And the effect is... Oh, we can recover mana when we drink. I like this. I like what we have. But if we can... We've been saving up the upgrade material for this. If we can get 5 materials and I can upgrade this particular one, we can get 2 soaking materials in the same alcohol. I definitely want to recover some mana. Spells are pretty powerful. This is a nice one. I'll take that. We'll check out the village over here too. Wait a minute. That's a dragon. Zodiac dragon? Another old friend. Yellowbrow captured all my old friends? So, before we approach what looks like a fight, actually, because he has these lightning coming out of his hand, we need to talk about the Zodiac. Because I think I have mistaken some characters with the Zodiac characters. So, for example, the yellow robe Yuan Wai, the pig or the boar we fought in chapter 2, I don't think he's a Zodiac. I think he's like the white clad snake from chapter 1 is actually a sworn brother of Erlang. And it's because of their naming convention and the fact that both of them are in character. So you can see here, Bai Yi Xiu Shi. Xiu Shi is kind of like a title of what type of character they are. So in this case, like a noble or like a scholar. And Bai Yi, white clothes or white clad. And then Huang Pao, yellow robe. So it's like the same format of naming. And he mentioned my older brother, which means he's part of the 6 sworn brothers of the Plum Mountain, which are followers of Erlang, and they're sent to each stage to help test the chosen one, or like, you know, the characters that's being sent to revive Wukong here. And I guess we'll see another one on this stage too, but they're not the Zodiac deities, the Liu Ding Liu Jia, which are like the Taoist deities that represent each of the Zodiac, even though, you know, a snake and a pig are part of the Zodiac. Because we don't have the dog, for example, right? Xugou, which we saw. Oh, they're right here, right? So you can see these two are grouped together, the monkey and the dog, and their name is actually the Zodiac hourly matching name. So like there's the 12 hours in the Chinese, or each hour is 2 hours modern day time, but how time were kept in 12 2-hour blocks, and each one's assigned to one of the Zodiac. So Shen Hou, for example, will be how it's named. And in the original story we saw when we rescued him, he said they had 4 brothers who left. There's a monkey, a dog, a dragon, and a tiger. So I guess only these 4 from Liu Ding Liu Jia are available in the game, and we met only 2 of them. We're missing the tiger and we're missing the dragon. I think this is the dragon. Old man. Why are you not? Why are you not stay in the heaven and be a deity? Chenlong. Yeah. So this is confirmed. His naming is a Zodiac name. But why is he fighting us? He's holding what's called a Rui, which means, you know, whatever you wish. It's basically a fancy back scratcher. Oh, we should just have done the twirls. Too busy admiring him to fight him. Alright, we'll fight him. Oh, he has a lot of lighting tricks. You know what? Wait, did Bazi just spray us? Come down. We're on the same side. Why are you summoning lightning on us? We don't have any mana for this fight. Oh, his tail came out. When I was managing the Celestial Rivers, I've never seen such a, you know, evil. Because dragons kind of rule over the water too. Ooh. Wow, how many tails does he have? This is not, you know, the deity spell. He feels like he's corrupted, telling us to take it easy on the old guy because he's on our side at the end of the day. Is he now? Because I have no health left. Oh, that did not look good. What if Bate kills him when we're kind of dead? Alright, this time we'll have mana. I don't think we'll have a problem. And also I want to be staring at his outfit and his getup at the start of the fight. Let's go find him. He's the first Zodiac that we had to fight, but maybe this is also the doing of Yellowbrow? No time to charge. Ow. Wait, I was twirling. I don't think that actually blocks that. How about you just freeze? Kinda hurt. Kind of rolled into that one myself. Ooh. We don't have to play fair. I do keep... Almost died there. There we go. Just kill me. Can't be a god. Get picked on by monkey like you. He feels like he lost face. Maybe pride of the dragon. can't move anymore. I needed a dun crafted by my dog buddy. Okay, so he acknowledged the dog. It's a request. What are you doing here still? I am barely alive. So we gotta go get him. It hurts, it hurts. Okay, so I think we can go back to a shrine and go find the dog and ask the dog to make a dun so that we can make the dragon happy here. Is there a closer shrine or do I go back to the one over there? Because I think we're entering some sort of temple complex this way. Alright, we'll go back. He's dressed super weird. He has like, it's either a bronze mirror in the front of his chest or it's the armor piece. I think it's actually just the bronze mirror. Makes more sense to be like some sort of Taoist artifact rather than like a general gear. Like Hu Xingjing, it can be a general gear, like you put it on like above your heart where you wear your armor, so that if you get hit with a blunt weapon, you wouldn't get sort of concussed from that damage. Where is the shrine? Oh, right there. So we need to go back to Yellow Wind Ridge. We need to go to right here. We can also make some done for ourselves here. We have a couple of stat increase ones saved up from all the various elites that we fought. And we can upgrade some of our stats. Alright, let's see. So we can chat with him. That old man picked on you? Like, we know each other, old friend. He has a bad temper that I'm familiar with. He wants my dun. Okay. Just give him one. So we got a weaker version, and he also gave us a stronger version of the same dun. This is, we also learned a new recipe, I guess. Okay, so we basically get resistance to getting knocked. Okay, so basically we can complete our combos without getting knocked out of our combos after we take this for a period of time. Is that the only thing? Yeah, alright, so how many do we have? We have 8. I can increase our max mana a little bit. Defense, stamina. Yeah, let's do mana. We can do plus 40. Yeah, farming the spirits of monsters we killed. The Taoist alchemists. Alright, 40 points is like another freeze spell. It's definitely useful. Like, just pull off another immobilize in battle. I think it's only 30 points to pull immobilize. Alright, let's go back to the dragon. We got the ability to upgrade our gourd with the dog. We got the ability to craft these pills with the pills with the dog. The monkey is the gourd. What will the dragon bring us? He's not in the water anymore. Yeah, I think that's just the bronze mirror in front of him. It could be part of like an armor piece, but this is definitely a Rui. It's a fancy jade version of a back scratcher that we bought from the Tudi, the soil deity from the first stage. Wait, he just threw it to the ground? He's like, you can be taught. Oh.
这画中圣境，乃是我等合力打造的世外桃源。猴子既归位，六丁六甲也当重聚了。
Wait, he disappeared. But he's saying the pill give him the power to reactivate this map, and inside this drawing is a secret location for the 六丁六甲, or the Zodiac deities. And now the monkey is back. It's time for us to gather again. So we unlocked the hidden stage? Ooh, the dog's here. So they all gather here. We don't have to go back to previous stage to find them. This is like a little paradise. That's the monkey as well right there. So this is like our home base of sorts where we can upgrade stuff, essentially. Ruyi Huazhou. So Ruyi, like the name of our Wukong staff, not our staff. Our staff is not Ruyi. It's basically whatever you wish, you know, according to your wish. And also the back scratcher that he's holding, the fancy version, instead of calling Bu Qiuren, that's called Ruyi as well. You have these, you know, for emperors and empresses. There's a bunch of them left over in museums today. And just like the name for like the back scratcher being, you don't need to beg anyone because you can scratch it yourself. Rui means as you wish, which means you can kind of scratch as you wish. Let's see, nothing new here. The shop here is still the standard shop of chapter 3 stage. Nothing new here. Ah, this becomes a separate category, right? So we can go back to chapter 1 stage, Black Wind Mountain, Yellow Wind Ridge, I guess Lesser, Western World, Western Realm, and this is the scroll. So let's see what we can do here. We know already what they can do, but do they have a separate dialogue? Nope. Oh, we can talk. Thanks you, thank you, thank you. The land here has good feng shui, and it's good for cooking in the cauldron, and it's been my dream to come back to this area. You can come here periodically to pick up Daniel. Okay, so we can get pills from him for free periodically. As a thank from him, we can ask. So Dan is just sort of peripheral, you know, methods. Oh, so we get 2 random ones. It's not time yet, it's not time yet. The cauldron's not ready. The fire's not at the right temperature. He sells some special versions. I think this recharges our transformation. Increase our attack for quite a long period. I mean, I don't think we need that much help. So far, the boss fights are manageable without it. Those who want a shortcut, there's so many who wants a shortcut, and you know the pill seems like to be that shortcut. Anything new being sold here? Drink, drink, drink. What do you want today? And we'll chat. Happy, happy. Ever since coming down to the mortal realm, been using alcohol every day to, you know, drown out my sorrows. I thought I'd never meet my brothers again. But who could have guessed we'll be able to reunite here within the scroll? This refuge from the world. It's worthy of a feast and drink. No need to travel to west to get scriptures. Drink, drink, drink. Let's see. Upgrading the gourd. We have not enough materials. We just got one new one. We need 2 to hit the next level, and then 2 more probably to hit to 9 drinks. And then once we get this first gourd to 9 drinks, there is a event or mission. There's a procedure to upgrade it to a rare quality one with 10 drinks. That's the one that heals your clones. We're not currently using clones, so not really upgrading it that much. We have 4. I'm waiting for 5 because it gives us another slot for adding a different ingredient in. Which I'm curious if our starting coconut drink here can also upgrade to a point where we can get it. But I don't know if there's a reset on these. So if we upgrade, I don't think we're getting it back. I don't want to risk it. I want to save to 5 and just get that upgrade first. And we can check it out with the, once we get our 6th one. Alright. What can you do for us, dragon? My brothers and sisters can come here without resistance. Don't underestimate us. If it weren't for us, this difficult journey would be much more difficult. Well, true. In the original novel, Liu Ding Youjia accompanied the party the whole way as watchful guardians in secret. Oh, we can give him the seeds. He plants it for us. Give him all the seeds. So we have a garden with him, and we can collect it periodically. Oh, we can see the timing. Okay, so all the seeds go to him, and we collect periodically with him. What else is here? Ah, the tiger's ready here. He's the blacksmith. This is where we can upgrade our weapon and armor. So, aside from crafting new ones, existing ones can be upgraded. So this will be Inhu. It's not one for words. Since you're here, I can improve the garbage that you're wearing. This is still the same. This is still the crafting section. Can he craft new things? That's what I'm checking first. And then we can upgrade our armor with him. So not weapon, but armor. Also, the defensive stat can... Okay, this is nice. This means we can use whatever set we want, and their defense would be on par instead of the earlier sets being kind of useless later on. Okay, only the ones with full sets. Like the wolf mask that we picked up is not available for upgrade here. So we can only upgrade sets. And then we can pick whatever, so like whichever stat. We don't have like infinite resources, you know, like some of these, like golden thread upgrade. I guess it's based on rarity, right? The blue rarity ones, or like the green rarity ones are using regular silk. And I have 157 of them right now. The blue ones here are using a blade of iron, which I have 27. And the purple one, the first upgrade, costs the thin golden thread and only have 2 of them. Huh. I think I'm going to explore the upgrades a bit later. I also think when they hit max tier, they look different. They change in appearance. But I think this is something I'll explore a bit later, and maybe in between episodes. We can buy some resources from him. I am rich. Oh, not just some. We can buy a ton of resources with him. But only the basic ones. Okay. And we can fight him. He's a tough fight. There is a reward for beating him. The blade is ready. My hand itches. Worried that no one would come here and practice with me or try the blade. Not responsible for any injuries and damages. So if we beat him, we'll get an extra accessory slot. Fancy your new blade. He looks slow. Oh, he goes... Okay. He just... Okay, comes out. Whoa. Whoa. And it explodes after time. Does this explode after? Okay, no. He broke after one hit? I'm gonna use the transformation early, because I think I might be able to sneak 2 in. I'm gonna take some damage just to get some damage on him because I feel like my spell meter is gonna run out first. Okay, time to dodge, use one spell. He's on fire though. Alright, got the spinning off. Also lit him on fire and now he's gone. Ooh. Ooh. Can't see that moveset. Ooh, not giving me time to drink. I just want to drink, buddy. Nope. Finding terrible times to drink. Alright, I'm gonna drink right now. Drink a couple times. He timed his jump way better than mine. Ow. Ow. I don't think he's gonna give me time to drink. Nope.
6丁6甲，从不吃亏，跟他比，你还差得远。
You're nothing close to him.
练好了再来。
Comparing us to Wukong. Fight me again when you're ready. I actually think we can take him. I don't think his moves are that hard to dodge. I just think we wasted a lot of health trying to catch a drink.
一身破烂。
Alright, let's go, buddy.
刀打好了，手痒得很，正愁没人来试。话说前头，我这刀铜胶铁铸，擦着碰着，概不负责。
I think he's the only boss in the game where you can repeatedly fight. What if we disrupt his little session with his blade? That's a little different than before. Okay. Alright, let's skip this over. Let's do it one more time. Alright, we can skip his dialogue as well. Let's jump into the fight. Alright, I'll let him caress his own blade. he breaks almost immediately. Ooh, the wind. This one explodes. Ooh.
接住了。门隧道。
That hurt. Haha. Bad timing. Have to say I had a lot more success with him on the first fight. Ooh, we died to a special animation. The roar stuns us and then he has a combo afterwards.
6丁6甲，从不吃素。
Alright, let's keep going. The goal of this episode, just beat him. Oh, he has a... he took damage. Okay. Ow. Wait. Okay. This time we timed him. No, not this. We're gonna see the full combo. Last time we died before he finished it. Alright. If you hit us, do you just stay here? Almost died there. Let's just get damage reduction here. Ow. Okay, we got a parry off. Oh, came from above? Alright, we got him. Useless piece of metal. Ooh, gifted to us? It's not a match for his skills. He's gonna craft a new one. He's gonna make a new one. And we get an extra slot. And a transformation. We can transform into him. Wait, no, we only got a transformation. Wait, I thought we get extra accessory for beating him. Okay, we got the codex for the dragon as well as the tiger. Yuanchen Diane. So within like some celestial palace, he's standing in front of the door, knocking on it. There's some Taoist disciples surrounding him, who's fanning the wind and blowing fire, adding charcoal, adding wood. So he's the blacksmith. They're helping him craft a weapon or making something. Then suddenly the palace gate opens, and those who are guarding the gate chases after the grand sage. Wukong comes in, and Yanhu gives his disciples, the look, and they, hurry and leave the palace. So basically leaving him and Wukong alone so they can talk. Wukong stands next to the platform and throws down a suit of armor on the ground, and with one leg on top of the envoy. So it's not a platform, it's the envoy that he's hitting, and says, Yanhu, my little brother, this getup that Celestial Court give me, it's not one that I'm used to wearing. How about you change it for me? I trust your skills. So he takes a look at the Grand Sage and his boots, which is on top of his envoy. You come here asking me for help in this manner? Move your feet. Grand Sage giggles and put his feet down, says, the Celestial Court has its ways. It's not, I don't really care about these, rituals, traditions, customs. Our relationship goes beyond this. We don't need to go through formalities. So basically he's saying we're close. Yanhu doesn't, the tiger doesn't continue this line of basic conversation. So the Grand Sage, or Wukong, grabs the big blade that he's currently working on top of the envoy, tries it a little, so basically swings around it, and says, it's too light. It's no match for you. And this is a callback to when Wukong went down to find his first weapon. Every weapon seemed so light to him until you finally found the staff. So Yanhu, the tiger, picks up the suit of armor on the ground, flips over, takes a look, says, the golden armor that you had is very good. So the armor that he wore, the ones he got from the 4 dragons of the sea, along with the staff, says that one is really good. Why are you wearing these, crap? The Grand Sage jumps on top of his chair and says, I don't want to wear it. That's why I gave it to you to fix it. You don't really need to do anything. Just if someone comes by and asks, just say you're changing it. So essentially, I think this is when Wukong first went to the Celestial Court to become the Celestial Stable Master, and they gave him a uniform essentially to wear when he's at the Celestial Court. He doesn't want to wear it, so he goes to the blacksmith, the Zodiac deity who is the blacksmith, the tiger, and dropped it there. Says, fix it for me, but really, I don't need you to fix it. Just if anyone comes and asks why I'm not wearing the uniform, you just tell them you're in the process of fixing them, and you don't have to finish. So whenever people ask why I'm not wearing it, it just be like, oh, it's still getting worked on. The tiger says, take it back. I'm not going to be part of this play, with you. I'm not going to, help you with this ploy. The Grand Sage is not mad at this, and instead takes out his gourd from his waist and says, actually, I'm here to drink. Call out all your buddies. I remember that monkey who's the same race as me. He likes to make his own alcohol, So, we can have a drink here. So he's like, I'm actually here to party. It's okay if you don't want to work. You don't want to be part of my ploy to not wear my uniform. From that point on, the Grand Sage and the others would often drink until they're all drunk and would have to get carried out by the clerks, the deity clerks. After he left, the tiger takes a look at the set of armor that he has left by the anvil and says, I guess I have to make it in another day in the future and then deliver back to him. So he agrees. So basically they're buddies. So this is the backstory of how Wukong and the Zodiac are friends. In particular, the tiger in this case. The dragon. There is a scroll, a scroll drawing, laying on top of his desk. There are 4 who surrounds it. There's a skinny monkey, there is a lazy dog, there's an old dragon, and a fierce tiger. The old dragon asks, Zhenjun... Oh. Wait, Zhenjun would be... Arlong Shen? Okay, so he's saying Arlong Shen came here and give us this gift. Do you guys know why? The monkey says, I don't know. Maybe just for us to hang in the room to play with. If you don't want it, I'm going to go use this to trade for better drinks. As the monkey's always drunk. And as he says this, he tries to grab this, painting scroll on the desk. The dragon whips his tail, slaps away the monkey's paw. The monkey stops his hand before he gets hit. And as though he's trying to tease the old dragon. So basically he avoided the hit, teasing the old dragon. But the dragon's tail whipped like a hook and easily bounced back. So basically he made a motion for it. The dragon made a motion to hit him. He pulled his claw back or his paw back really fast, and the dragon whipped his tail back really fast. So both of them assume nothing has happened. The dog grabs his fan, because he's the cauldron, he used to fan the flame of the cauldron, and he slaps the fan on each of them. So basically pats each of them with a fan and says, how do you guys still have the mood to joke around? Because of our relationship with the Grand Sage, we've been casted down into the mortal realm. So basically, because of the story from Yanhu, where the Grand Sage, Wukong in this case, are buddies with them, they go out and drink all the time. And after Wukong's been deemed an enemy, and I guess being, stuck in a rock form now, all the deities who are close to him got punished. And that's why these 4 are now in the mortal realm. So ever since we've been affected by what happened to Wukong, this scroll definitely is just like that. But, and before he could finish, he doesn't know how to explain himself. Okay, so basically, yeah, there's a deeper story here, which I guess is not super clear right now. If you don't know the ending, I don't want to spoil it, but just know that, Zhenjun, it's Arlong Shen, because Arlong Shen's title is Arlong Xian Zhenjun, so that's him. He gifted this scroll to these 4 Zodiac deities who got punished and casted down because of their relationship to Wukong, and they want these 4 to do something with it. And right now, definitely the purpose is to help the Destined One, to save Wukong essentially. The tiger hears him and can't take it anymore and says, "You're trying to say he intends to help? Or do you mean he intends to harm?" So the tiger is questioning Arlong Shen's intentions here. The dog fans his fan, says, for something so cryptic and, mysterious, you can't simplify it to something so crude, help or harm. The dragon says, what do you guys intend to do? The monkey, sits kind of limped onto his seat, not sitting straight, and says, help or harm? Like, what can a drunk like me do? Only thing I know how to do is make some money to buy drinks. Everything else, it's not my business. As he says this, he closes his eyes and says no more. The tiger's smile says, all I know is blacksmithing. If someone comes asking for help, then I will help. That's all I will do. So basically, essentially, they're saying they don't know what to do. They're basically saying we will help, like, but they don't want to state it so clearly so the celestial court hears this. So they already got punished for being thrown down to the mortal realm. Who knows what else can happen to them? But the monkey basically says, I'm just a drunk. If someone wants to deal in alcohol, that's not helping. That's just me being a drunk. So that's why he's helping us with the gourd, with the alcohol. The tiger says, all I know how to do is blacksmithing. So if someone comes asking for blacksmith stuff, I'll do it. It's not me trying to help, right? And the dog says, dog doesn't understand this, right? This little cryptic way of saying. He just says, how could you guys be such cowards, shrinking your head and shrinking your brain? In the past, we always done things according to, how business should be run. We didn't break any rules, he's just basically saying. And even though we didn't break any rules, we end up like this. Like, we got thrown down into the mortal realm. For me, I'm going to help. The dragon says, young brother, don't be rushed. The reason why we're here is we're trying to think of a way, right? How do we respond to our Langshen for this gift? And the way you guys are saying it, you guys can't even fool 3-year-olds. So basically, he's saying their statement's not going to pass. The court's going to know they're trying to help. And the dragon then says, whatever. And he grabs the scroll and says, seems like we all have the same plan. Then let's just follow the natural ways. If it's considered a crime, then we'll get punished together. And at the end of the day, we'll still be, companions to each other. So we'll still be together. So they're all going to help, essentially. And that's why we're here. And we can activate this. Okay, great. Just like how we can teleport back, we can teleport to this little realm anytime we want. I do question. I thought I was going to get an accessory slot. Oh, where more? We got to fight him twice? It says where more accessories. Oh, wait. Did we just get a slot? Yes. Okay, so beating him enables that. I want to wear. Oh, what do I want to wear? Spell cooldown reduction. Small damage resistance after drinking all our drinks. Slight increase to defense. 14 points. Alright, I'll take the 14 points for now. Now it's a new recipe. Okay, so he also has a new... after we beat him, we have a crafting set. Yao Sheng Jiao, the horn of a monster that... Okay, I mean, it kind of makes sense given that this head has horns on it. The set bonus is when we use the invincibility where we turn ourselves into metal. And if we get a hit, as in they hit it and they get knocked back on it, which it greatly increase 知激或天赋之激. I don't know which staff move that is. But also, a 4-set piece greatly reduce the cooldown of it if we get it to hit. But look at the defense on this. I mean, it's also Xianpin. It's like a gold tier. 2 gold thread. We only have 2 gold thread, but we need 4. No, we need 6 to craft this. Plus this horn that we don't have. Okay. We're not making that anytime soon. Is there anything else? I think this is it. I think there's only 4 Zodiac members. At least from the codex, that makes sense. These 4 are the ones who were close to Wukong. And thus got punished. And that's why they're helping us. Ooh, does this mean there's... Oh, they're ready to harvest. That was fast. 3 of each. Okay. So we can come back for all the herbs that we have picked up before. We cannot break these. I'm just going to grab the save point here and end the episode. This was quite interesting, finding this new area. We'll take a break. I mean, honestly, we're just going to teleport out at the beginning of next episode. We might do a little bit of resource farming, going back to some of the areas before. But essentially, we'll come back, proceed into the temple, and see what awaits us there. And until then, bye!